Welcome to Flavor Street, where every bite is an adventure. Join us as we explore the best street flavors, unique recipes, and delicious moments to share. Ready to take a tasty journey? Pølse med lompe, Norwegian hot dog served in a soft flatbread, often with mustard, ketchup, and other toppings. To prepare pølse med lompe, a classic Norwegian hot dog served in flatbread, you'll need the following ingredients. Ingredients for pølse med lompe. Norwegian sausages, pølser, typically, these are long, soft sausages made from pork or beef. You can use any type of sausage you prefer, but Norwegian-style sausages are most authentic. Lompe, flatbread. Lompe is a soft flatbread similar to pita or soft tortillas, commonly used in Norway for wrapping hot dogs. Condiments, optional. Mustard, sennep, a tangy mustard to add flavor. Ketchup, the classic choice for most hot dogs. Remoulade, a mayonnaise-based sauce often used in Norway. Onions, finely chopped onions either raw or fried. Crispy fried onions, for added texture and flavor. Pickles, for a tangy crunch. Instructions. Cook the sausages, boil or grill the Norwegian sausages until they are heated through and slightly browned. Warm the lompe, heat the flatbread, lompe, in a dry pan for a few seconds on each side until soft and warm. Assemble, place the cooked sausage in the center of the warm lompe. Add your preferred condiments, mustard, ketchup, remoulade, onions, etc. Roll it up, gently wrap the lompe around the sausage, folding in the sides to make it easier to hold. Enjoy your pølse med lompe, the classic street food of Norway. Kjøttkaker, meatballs served with potatoes and brown sauce, a traditional Norwegian dish. Kjøttkaker are traditional Norwegian meatballs, often served with potatoes, gravy, and vegetables. This dish is a hearty and comforting meal, perfect for cold Norwegian winters. Ingredients for kjøttkaker. For the meatballs: 500 g ground beef, you can also mix with ground pork for a more traditional recipe. 1 small onion, finely chopped. 1 egg. 100 milliliters milk. Half a cup breadcrumbs, or about a quarter cup flour for a firmer texture. Salt and pepper to taste. A pinch of ground nutmeg, optional. Butter or oil for frying. For the gravy: 2 tablespoons butter. 2 tablespoons all-purpose flour. 500 milliliters beef or vegetable broth. Salt and pepper to taste. 1 tablespoon soy sauce, optional, for deeper color and flavor. For serving: boiled potatoes. Steamed or sautéed vegetables, often peas, carrots, or cabbage. Instructions. Preparing the kjøttkaker. Make the meatball mixture. In a bowl, combine the ground beef, or beef and pork mix, finely chopped onion, egg, milk, breadcrumbs, salt, pepper, and nutmeg, if using. Mix well until everything is thoroughly combined. Shape the meatballs, wet your hands to prevent the mixture from sticking, and shape the mixture into round or slightly flattened meatballs, about the size of a golf ball. Cook the meatballs, heat butter or oil in a large pan over medium heat. Fry the meatballs in batches, turning them so they are evenly browned on all sides. Remove them from the pan and set aside. Making the gravy. Make the roux. In the same pan, melt the butter over medium heat. Add the flour and whisk continuously to create a roux. Let it cook for 1 to 2 minutes to remove the raw flour taste. Add the broth. Gradually add the beef or vegetable broth to the roux, whisking constantly to avoid lumps. Once the mixture thickens into a smooth gravy, season with salt, pepper, and soy sauce if desired. Simmer the meatballs. Return the meatballs to the pan with the gravy. Let them simmer in the gravy for about 15 to 20 minutes until fully cooked and tender. If the gravy gets too thick, you can add a little more broth or water. To serve. Prepare the sides. Serve the meatballs with boiled potatoes and your choice of steamed or sautéed vegetables. Plate. Pour the gravy over the meatballs and potatoes. You can also serve with lingonberry jam or pickled cucumbers on the side for a traditional touch. Enjoy your classic Norwegian kjøttkaker meal. Reker, fresh shrimp, usually served on bread or in sandwiches, common on the coast. Reker is the Norwegian word for shrimp, and they are commonly eaten as a delicious seafood treat in Norway, especially along the coast. Reker are often served simply, with minimal seasoning, to highlight their natural sweetness and freshness. Here's a basic recipe to prepare reker the Norwegian way, often served as a sandwich or as an appetizer. Ingredients for reker, Norwegian shrimp dish. Fresh or cooked shrimp, peeled or with shells, depending on your preference. Lemon wedges. Fresh dill, optional, for garnish. Butter, optional, for sautéing or dipping. Bread, traditional Norwegian rye bread, or any soft bread like baguette or sourdough. Mayonnaise or sour cream, optional, for spreading. Fresh lettuce, optional, for garnish. Salt and pepper, to taste. Lime or garlic, optional for extra flavor, if preferred. Instructions. Prepare the shrimp. If you're using fresh shrimp, peel them, leaving some with shells for presentation, if preferred, and remove the tails. If using pre-cooked shrimp, simply rinse them under cold water to remove any brine and pat them dry. Toast the bread, optional. You can toast your bread slightly in a pan with a bit of butter for added flavor and texture, or you can serve it fresh. Traditional rye bread is a common choice in Norway, but any good quality bread will work. Assemble the shrimp sandwich. Lay a few fresh lettuce leaves on the bread, optional. Pile the shrimp generously on top. You can spread mayonnaise or sour cream on the bread first, or simply serve the shrimp on the bread as is. Garnish and serve. Squeeze fresh lemon or lime juice over the shrimp for extra flavor. Optionally, sprinkle fresh dill over the top for a classic Norwegian touch. Serve with a wedge of lemon on the side for guests to squeeze over their shrimp, and season with salt and pepper to taste. Gravlaks, cured salmon, often served with mustard sauce and flatbread. Gravlaks is a traditional Scandinavian dish made with raw salmon that is cured with a mixture of salt, sugar, and dill. It is typically served thinly sliced on bread or with potatoes, mustard sauce, and fresh dill. The name Gravlaks comes from the Old Norse word grav, meaning grave, because fishermen would bury the fish in the sand to ferment in the past. Nowadays, the process is simpler and faster, without the burial step. Ingredients for Gravlaks, cured salmon. 500 g fresh salmon fillet, skin on, boneless. 3 tablespoons coarse sea salt. 2 tablespoons sugar. 1 tablespoon white pepper, optional, for extra flavor. 1 bunch fresh dill, chopped, with some reserved for garnish. 1 tablespoon brandy or aquavit, optional, adds a bit of extra flavor. Lemon wedges, for serving. Bread or crisp bread, for serving, often rye bread. Mustard sauce, optional, for serving. Instructions for preparing Gravlaks. Prepare the salmon. If the salmon isn't already filleted, carefully remove the bones using tweezers. Leave the skin on as it helps during the curing process. Pat the salmon dry with a paper towel. Make the cure mix. In a small bowl, mix the salt, sugar, and white pepper, if using. Add the fresh dill and mix everything together. Optionally, you can add brandy or aquavit to the cure mix for a more aromatic flavor. Coat the salmon. Lay the salmon fillet skin side down on a large piece of plastic wrap or parchment paper. Rub the cure mixture evenly over the entire surface of the fish, ensuring it is well coated. Wrap the salmon. Wrap the salmon tightly with the plastic wrap or parchment paper. Place the wrapped salmon in a shallow dish and put a weight, such as a small plate or something heavy, on top to press the fish down slightly. Cure the salmon. Refrigerate the salmon for at least 24 hours or up to 48 hours. The longer you leave it, the more intense the flavor becomes. You can check periodically to make sure the fish is curing properly. Serve. Once cured, unwrap the salmon. Use a sharp knife to slice it thinly, at a slight angle, against the grain of the fish. Serve the Gravlaks on slices of bread or crisp bread, with fresh dill, lemon wedges, and mustard sauce, known as sennepsild in Norway. The mustard sauce is typically made from mustard, sugar, vinegar, and oil. Mustard sauce for serving, optional. 3 tablespoons mustard, Dijon or whole-grain mustard works well. 2 tablespoons sugar. 1 tablespoon white vinegar. 2 tablespoons vegetable oil. A pinch of salt. Fresh dill, finely chopped. Whisk together the mustard, sugar, vinegar, and oil until smooth. Add salt to taste and finish with finely chopped fresh dill. Tacos, though not traditionally Norwegian, tacos have become a popular street food in Norway, especially with a Norwegian twist. Tacos are a popular Mexican dish made with a tortilla, usually corn or flour, filled with various ingredients like seasoned meat, seafood, beans, vegetables, cheese, and a variety of toppings such as salsa, guacamole, sour cream, and cilantro. Tacos are versatile and can be customized to suit different tastes. Here's a basic recipe for making tacos with a classic ground beef filling. Ingredients for tacos. For the taco filling: 500 g ground beef, or ground chicken, turkey, or pork if preferred. 1 small onion, finely chopped. 2 cloves garlic, minced. 1 packet taco seasoning, or homemade seasoning, see below. 1 teaspoon chili powder. Half a teaspoon cumin. Half a teaspoon paprika. Half a teaspoon onion powder. A quarter teaspoon garlic powder. Salt and pepper to taste. Half a cup tomato sauce or salsa, optional for extra flavor. A quarter cup water, if needed to loosen the mixture. For serving: taco shells, hard or soft flour/corn tortillas. Shredded lettuce. Diced tomatoes. Shredded cheese, cheddar, Mexican blend, or cotija cheese. Sour cream. Guacamole. Salsa, mild, medium, or hot. Cilantro, chopped. Lime wedges, for serving. Jalapeno slices, optional, for heat. Instructions. Prepare the taco filling. Heat a large skillet over medium heat and add a bit of oil. Add the chopped onion and garlic, cooking for 2 to 3 minutes until softened and fragrant. Add the ground beef to the skillet. Cook until browned and fully cooked through, breaking it up into smaller pieces with a spatula. Drain any excess fat if needed. Add the taco seasoning, either the packet or the homemade mix. Adjust seasoning if necessary. Prepare the taco shells. If using hard taco shells, heat them according to package instructions, usually in the oven for a few minutes. For soft tortillas, warm them in a dry skillet or microwave for about 15 to 20 seconds until soft and pliable. Assemble the tacos. Once the taco filling is ready and the shells are heated, it's time to assemble. Take a taco shell and fill it with the seasoned meat mixture. Top with shredded lettuce, diced tomatoes, shredded cheese, and a dollop of sour cream or guacamole. Add salsa, jalapeno slices, if using, and fresh cilantro for additional flavor. Squeeze a wedge of lime over the taco for a fresh burst of flavor. Serve. Serve the tacos immediately while they are warm. You can place all the taco ingredients on a table so everyone can build their own tacos to their liking. Serve with extra lime wedges, salsa, and a side of chips or Mexican rice for a complete meal. Burger and fries, classic street food, usually with various toppings. Burgers and fries are a classic combination loved by many, offering a satisfying and customizable meal. Here's a simple guide to making homemade burgers and crispy fries from scratch. Homemade burger recipe. Ingredients for the burger patties: 500 g ground beef, 80% lean, 20% fat for juicy burgers. 1 small onion, finely chopped, optional. 1 garlic clove, minced, optional. 1 tablespoon Worcestershire sauce. 1 teaspoon salt. 1/2 tsp pepper. 1 teaspoon paprika, optional, for a smoky flavor. 1 teaspoon mustard powder, optional. 1 tablespoon olive oil, for cooking. Burger buns and toppings. 4 burger buns. Cheese slices, cheddar, Swiss, American, or your favorite type. lettuce leaves, tomato slices, pickles, optional, ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, or any other condiments you prefer. Instructions. Prepare the burger patties. In a bowl, combine the ground beef with Worcestershire sauce, salt, pepper, paprika, and any optional seasonings, onion, garlic, mustard powder. Mix gently, do not overwork the meat. Divide the meat mixture into 4 equal portions and shape them into patties. Press down slightly in the center to create a small indentation. This helps the patty cook evenly. Make sure the patties are slightly larger than the buns because they will shrink while cooking. Cook the burger patties. Heat the olive oil in a skillet or grill pan over medium-high heat. Once the pan is hot, place the burger patties in the pan. Cook for about 4 to 5 minutes per side for medium doneness, or longer if you prefer a well-done burger. During the last minute of cooking, place a slice of cheese on each patty and cover the pan to melt the cheese. Toast the buns. Slice the buns in half. Toast them in the skillet or grill pan for about 1 to 2 minutes, until lightly golden and crisp. Assemble the burgers. Spread your choice of condiments, ketchup, mustard, mayonnaise, on the buns. Place the cooked burger patty with melted cheese on the bottom half of the bun. Add lettuce, tomato, pickles, or any other desired toppings. Top with the other half of the bun. Serve. Serve immediately with a side of crispy fries. Crispy fries recipe. Ingredients for fries. 4 large russet potatoes. 2 tablespoons vegetable oil or olive oil. Salt and pepper, to taste. Optional seasonings. 1 teaspoon garlic powder. 1 teaspoon paprika. 1/2 tsp cayenne pepper, for a kick. Instructions. Prepare the potatoes. Wash and peel the potatoes, or leave the skin on if you prefer. Cut the potatoes into even matchstick-sized fries. You can also cut them into thicker or thinner fries, depending on your preference. Soak the fries. Place the cut fries in a bowl of cold water for at least 30 minutes, or longer. This helps remove excess starch and will make the fries crispier when cooked. Preheat the oven. Preheat your oven to 220 degrees Celsius 425 degrees Fahrenheit for baking fries. Dry and coat the fries. After soaking, drain the fries and pat them dry with paper towels. Toss the fries in a bowl with the vegetable oil, salt, pepper, and any optional seasonings you prefer. Bake the fries. Spread the fries in a single layer on a baking sheet lined with parchment paper. Bake for 30 to 35 minutes, flipping them halfway through, until the fries are golden brown and crispy. For extra crispiness, you can broil them for the last 1 to 2 minutes, keeping a close eye to avoid burning. Serve. Once done, remove the fries from the oven, season with a pinch of salt, and serve them hot alongside your delicious homemade burgers. Sushi. While not traditionally Norwegian, sushi is widely popular in Norway and is often served in modern street food stalls. Sushi is a popular Japanese dish that consists of vinegared rice combined with various ingredients like raw or cooked fish, vegetables, and sometimes fruits. It comes in different forms, such as nigiri, maki rolls, sashimi, and tamaki. Making sushi at home can be a fun and rewarding experience. Here's a simple guide to making maki sushi rolls and nigiri sushi. Ingredients for sushi. For sushi rice. 2 cups sushi rice, or short grain rice. 2½ cups water. 2 tablespoons rice vinegar. 2 tablespoons sugar. 1 teaspoon salt. For maki sushi rolls. Nori sheets, seaweed. Fresh fish, like tuna, salmon, or shrimp, or cooked fish, like crab, shrimp tempura, or eel. Cucumber, julienne. Avocado, sliced. Carrot, julienne, optional. Cream cheese, optional, for a modern twist. Soy sauce, for dipping. Wasabi, for a spicy kick. Pickled ginger, to cleanse the palate. For nigiri sushi. Fresh fish, like tuna, salmon, or scallops, thinly sliced. Wasabi, optional, for a kick. Instructions for preparing sushi rice. Rinse the rice. Place the sushi rice in a fine mesh sieve and rinse it under cold water until the water runs clear. This removes excess starch and ensures the rice is sticky enough to hold together. Cook the rice. Add the rinsed rice and 2½ cups water to a rice cooker or a pot with a tight-fitting lid. Cook according to your rice cooker's instructions or bring the pot to a boil, then reduce the heat to low and cover it. Simmer for about 18 to 20 minutes. Let the rice sit covered for 10 minutes after cooking. Season the rice. In a small bowl, mix the rice vinegar, sugar, and salt until dissolved. Gently stir this vinegar mixture into the warm rice. Use a wooden spoon or rice paddle to fold the mixture into the rice. Allow the rice to cool to room temperature, covered with a damp towel to prevent it from drying out. Making maki sushi rolls. Prepare your ingredients. Cut your fish, vegetables, and other fillings into thin strips. Prepare a clean surface and lay down a bamboo sushi mat, makisu, covered with plastic wrap. Place a sheet of nori, seaweed, on the mat, shiny side down. Spread the rice. Wet your hands with a bit of water to prevent the rice from sticking. Take a small handful of the cooled sushi rice and gently spread it evenly over the nori, leaving about 1 inch of space at the top edge of the nori. Press the rice lightly but don't squish it. Add fillings. Place your fillings, fish, cucumber, avocado, etc., in a line across the center of the rice. Roll the sushi. Using the bamboo mat, carefully lift the bottom edge of the nori and roll it over the fillings. Keep the roll tight but not too tight to prevent the rice from squeezing out. Continue rolling until you reach the bare edge of the nori. Wet the top edge with a little water to seal the roll. Slice the rolls. Use a sharp knife to slice the roll into 6 to 8 pieces. Clean the knife with a damp cloth between cuts to ensure clean slices. Serve. Arrange the sushi rolls on a plate and serve with soy sauce, wasabi, and pickled ginger.